All right.
So fresh basil.
Famous last words.
Wow.
How high will you be frisbeeing it up in the air? Just let me know.
Probably to the ceiling and back. Today, I'm heading to my mate Ryan's place, aka That Bee Guy, where we're firing up his wood-fired oven to make next level pizza. We'll show you how to light the fire, make the dough, the sauce, everything from scratch. We'll even grab the herbs straight from his garden. It's a race against the clock. Will we get everything completed before our guests arrive? These pizzas give any restaurant a run for their money, so let's get into it. First step is to light this fire in the pizza oven. So Ryan, what are we doing?
All right, we're going to get it going. So ideally, you want to light the fire about 4 or 5 hours before the guests arrive to get time for the oven to fully heat soak. So this is how I do it. I've cut up a bunch of kindling. I use pine needles as the starter. Good amount of pine needles in there. A couple of decent logs to be able to stack a bit of lattice. All right, so I like to light it from the back. So when it gets going, it's going from the front and the back.
That goes up a treat, doesn't it?
Oh, it works so good.
So you'll get this going, and then you'll load more onto this, or will you move it back?
We'll move it back a little bit, and then yeah, we'll just keep building it.
Okay. Oh, it smells so good.
It smells great, eh?
Yeah.
Alrighty, really simple. So first we get the yeast mix, the yeast mixture going first. So we've got some lukewarm water here, just warm to touch.
We'll put all of the amounts on the video, but how much are we talking? Or is it just like by sight?
Yeah, I've done this so many times. I just guess it now.
Yeah, it's going to be the perfect recipe, but we need to actually tell them.
So 1 sachet of yeast into each bowl. If you want a rough number on how much dough to cook, it's roughly 200 grams per pizza. So I usually estimate about 1 pizza per person. So 20 people, 4 kilos of dough.
Cool.
So normally the recipe calls for sugar, but I'm a beekeeper, I use honey. So this is my honey. Just a bit of a dab of honey in there. Oops. So the honey or the sugar is for the yeast to eat and start to activate. So we want to activate the yeast first before we put it in the flour. After about 5 minutes, we'll see the yeast start to activate, and it kind of go all these little cloudy things start happening.
Right, so 1 in each?
Yep, 1 in each.
How much salt do you normally put for 2 kilo?
I normally go a bit of a mound in my hand. Yeah, that's probably enough.
Okay, so 2 tablespoons.
Yeah,
I'll let you do the other one.
So it's been bubbling away a little bit. So now we'll put it in the flour and mix it up.
All right, so you tell me if you do it differently. How I normally do it is like I make a well in the middle, and then I pour the water in and I just stir and I let it take in the flour from the outside. That's good. Okay, onto the bench. I'll just pull this together. Pizza related story. Yeah, just the thing that comes to mind is just coming around here last time.
Yeah.
And yeah, just You know, you made all the ingredients. You just let everyone just make their own pizzas, and that was fun for people because they just got to put it together themselves, and if they burn it, they burn it. You know, it's up to them.
Yeah,
They
totally.
have to take responsibility for their
Yeah.
for their cooking game that night.
Yeah, and if it goes in the fire, yep, it's their fault.
Yep.
I just love having a pizza oven to bring people together. The reason I built the oven is to have pizza parties and to bring people together. It's really fun. It's really interactive. I always make the first pizza, and then I stand back and let everyone else have a go. Every time I go camping, I go all out and make stews and breads and
Nice. Yeah.
desserts and everything on the fire just because I can.
And that's the beauty of a pizza oven, isn't it? You get a flavour that you wouldn't get from a regular oven because of the flames in there and just that heat. You can't achieve that kind of heat in a normal oven, right?
Yes, 100%. Yeah, we're cooking at 350 degrees. The pizza's cooking in no time.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's something about real wood fire. So shame on all you pizza restaurants that say you've got a wood-fired pizza restaurant and you cook with gas. It's just not real.
That should be a breach of the Trade Descriptions Act, I think.
Absolutely. I've seen these pizza joints that have got this beautiful big pizza oven, and you look inside, and it's got a gas flame in it. It's like, oh.
Unbelievable. How do they get away with that?
I don't know, and they call themselves a wood-fired pizza restaurant.
We won't name any specific restaurants, but that is just out of order.
But shame on you.
Yeah. Mine's almost coming together.
Yeah,
It's
that's looking really good.
Been kneading this for 5 or 10 minutes now, probably coming up to 10 minutes. So I reckon a couple more minutes on this one and it'll be done.
Mm-hmm. Beauty.
Okay, so that's got the olive oil. Now we're going to cover it with foil, right?
Yep, we're going to cover it with foil and start preparing the meat.
So you got some little, are these bird's eye?
A bird's eye. Yeah, that thing's going amazing.
They're hot chilies. Just cut it off.
Yeah. It's going really well. We've got heaps of it.
Yeah. Aniseed than usual basil. You normally get it like if you get pho from a Vietnamese restaurant, they give you this one.
Beautiful.
All right. I'm preparing the sauce, the pizza sauce.
Fantastic. From scratch.
Yeah. So we've got like 3 onions. Gonna dice them up. Decent amount of garlic. Sweat that down in a pan, and then we're gonna add fresh tomato diced, tinned tomato or passata, and a pinch of sugar, salt and pepper.
Would you put red wine in a tomato sauce?
I would probably put, if I was going to use wine, I'd use white wine with tomato.
Okay.
You could use red. It just might be a bit too kind of dark and deep and rich for a pizza for me.
Okay.
I'd probably use something lighter like white, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's your favourite thing to cook?
To cook, good question. Probably fresh pasta.
Oh, yeah.
I like it because it's simple. It's simple, but it still feels like something that's very creative in terms of cooking a meal. So
yeah, give it a good shake.
what have you got in there?
It's a Sailor Jerry special.
Sailor Jerry's? You finished the Sailor?
It is Australian olive oil, rosemary, garlic, and chili.
Nice.
And the rosemary and chili out of my garden.
Very nice. We actually use that to cook our steaks for lunch, and it tastes pretty good.
Pretty good.
I normally use lamb leg. Is that the first time you're using shoulder?
Yeah.
Just putting the tomatoes in. Once they cook down, and then just adding a tin of tomatoes. And also half a tin of water. That's going to help not waste anything from the tin, but also when it cooks down, means the sauce won't get too thick. Thyme, oregano. All right, Ryan, is that oil that you made with all the flavors and stuff, is that made from olive oil?
Yeah.
Extra virgin olive oil?
Extra virgin olive oil.
Okay, cool. We could use that to finish the sauce.
Nice.
Let's get some of that in there.
How much do you want?
Just finish it off. Plenty. Yeah, keep going a little bit more. That's it. Yeah, nice. And what are you doing over there, Ryan?
I am preparing a bunch of garlic for the meat. So we've got the chicken here, chicken thighs, my favourite. Fatty, juicy. Yeah, it's a darker meat. I like it because it doesn't dry out.
Yeah.
So the garlic is going to go on the chicken with some salt, and this is some Afghani herbs. Amazing. With a bit of...
Cowboy. I find most people like under garlic stuff. They don't put enough in.
Yep.
I think it's good. It's better to err on the side of bold when it comes to garlic, I find.
Oh, I do. I put mountains of garlic and salt and everything.
Yes.
So that's the flavouring for the chicken thighs.
By the way, I've tried those spices before, and it tastes pretty damn good. So I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they're amazing.
They are good. Your
got the lamb,
your lamb
all salted up and seasoned with this one. I'm gonna cook that on the grill in the pizza oven over the coals.
Yeah. So you marinating? Do you have to leave that on for any period of time? Onto the meats.
Ideally, the longer the better.
Right. So like normally with a lamb shoulder, you need to cook it really slowly so it's tender. But in this case, because it's being sliced up so thin, it doesn't matter. You don't need to cook it too slow for a long time, right? Because normally lamb shoulder, like I'd cook it for a few hours, but shoulder's a great cut to use though. Look how much fat's on there.
Oh yeah, I leave all the fat on.
Yeah. Fat is obviously where most of the flavour is, so it's the best thing to. It's the best part of it.
So we've got a mountain of coals in there. So we just push everything to one side.
How long's that been burning down for?
4.5 hours.
Just to clean up the ash from the floor?
Yeah.
Don't want ash on the bottom of your pizza, do you?
No, not at all.
I was going to say there's a poorly poured beer.
Well, I don't like it fizzy. I don't like fizzy beer, so I do that on purpose, yeah.
It looks like a milkshake, bro.
Okay, so the dough is doubled in size now, and it's looking really nice and smooth. Going to first knock the air out. So just knock all that out.
Flip it up the other way, so
Flip it up.
yeah, just so
And then take from the bottom.
Yeah, any crust, doesn't go crusty.
Yes. All right. Cool. So I'm going to take a ball of this. It's about right. A little bit bigger.
Oh, that's plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's plenty.
All right. So then I need some flour down here. Somewhere on my shorts. That's okay.
So what's the first pizza going to be, Patrick?
First pizza will be serrano ham, tomato, fig, and buffalo mozzarella.
Woohoo!
Put a bit more on the hands. So the idea with rolling this out with my fingers is it's going to leave as much air bubbles as possible in the pizza dough. If you use a rolling pin, it can reduce the air.
I use a rolling pin.
No, you don't.
I cheat.
He doesn't. Probably going to get lots of comments from Italians telling me I'm doing it completely wrong, but
Probably, but who cares?
who cares?
Comments
Bro?
are engagement, bro. Good comments, bad comments, it's all good.
That's true. As you can tell, I've got that bee guy's cameraman behind my camera today.
Because of all the unwanted commentary he keeps throwing in.
No, it's
It's
fantastic.
good. It's so far so good. So with the figs,
Figs are
I got
here.
some. I put some of your honey in a pan, and I got it caramelizing.
Beautiful.
And then I put the figs inside down into the pan. Got some nice colour on there and caramelization. And then cut them in half again. And they came out looking really nice. Okay, so this is nearly done, yeah?
Well, we better not burn the first pizza, eh?
No, that's definitely not. Hey, we're going to put some semolina down on here. Ryan, what does semolina do for your pizza?
It's like ball bearings, so it makes the pizza slide off really easy. So if I can grab this for a second,
Yep.
you want your pizza to be able to do this. After
There you
you've completely loaded it with ingredients, it should be able to do this. So then when you throw it in the oven, it slides straight off.
Yeah, yeah, I love that, ball bearings for your pizza. Spoken like an engineer.
That's it.
So here we've got our sauce. We made that with all of those herbs from the garden, the onions, garlic, and finished it with that olive oil. So I don't want to overdo it and just go around from the middle a little bit more.
That looks fantastic.
Do you reckon that's enough sauce, Ryan? Or-
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay, so Serrano, we've got some Serrano ham from Spain. Break that into little pieces. Buffalo mozzarella as well.
Is that using buffalo milk, is it?
It's
like buffalo
traditionally it's with buffalo milk, yeah.
And-
Whether this one's actually made with buffalo milk is another question. It might just be the technique that they use cow's milk and they've actually haven't used buffalo milk. I would be impressed if it's buffalo milk in Australia. Could be. So this one's just nice white colour and quite neutral flavour, high fat. I'm just going to grab some basil.
Yeah, go for it.
Basil!
Check out your trees.
That's Thai basil, not
Yeah, I know. We said that already. Yeah. It's aniseed.
No, not yet.
Good pickup though.
Oh, really?
Right, so let's put these
Oh.
nice little leaves
That was
on.
your housewarming gift. That's amazing. That's so cool, eh?
What do you
Maybe.
think? Ready? Ready for the oven?
Alright.
All right.
So fresh basil.
famous last words.
Make sure it's still
Yeah. Still.
still slides. Okay.
So just put it into the center run right here.
Yeah, so just throw it in and out really quick.
Okay. Don't want to mess this up, do I?
You got this. Oh, perfect, like a pro. I don't think the temperature gun's accurate anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's like a couple of 100 degrees off.
Couple hundred, that's pretty significant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna rotate it again.
Like that.
Yep, that's it.
It's almost ready.
Woohoo, look at that.
Hey.
Fancy and schmancy.
Very fancy.
All right.
All right, you wanna do the honors?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Heaps of weight.
I can do that. Let's cut it to 6. Yeah. Just imagine trying to do this with a knife. It would just be messing the whole thing up.
Yeah. 6.
All right. Happy days. There it is.
We'll let it cool down a bit before
Yeah.
we eat
We'll
it.
let it cool down for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
But do you want to capture the moment where you get pizza burn?
Caramelized fig with honey. What?
There's a
Buffalo cheese.
caramelized figs with Ryan's homemade honey.
Well, the bees. made it.
Serrano, the bees honey. Ryan. So, caramelized figs with the bees honey from Ryan. And Serrano ham, buffalo mozzarella, fresh tomato sauce with all those herbs from around the garden, and the base that we made with your honey as well. So that tastes pretty amazing. So, that really crispy base that you just couldn't, you just can't achieve that crispy base in an oven.
Oh wow!
There just isn't enough heat. It's 400 degrees in there. That's how you can get such a crispy base. And yeah, the flavor, you can taste some of the fire, some of the wood flavor smoke is coming through as well. And yeah, the sweetness of that sauce. It's all going together beautifully. Yeah,
That's
awesome.
all right.
Thanks, Ryan.
Pleasure. We are going to cook the meat. So we've got a mountain of coals in the oven, as you can see. And everyone's starting to arrive, so we're going to start cooking some meat.
Nice.
So we're going to get the drag a heap of coals forward.
How you guys doing? Good.
That's all right, Tanya.
That is a beautiful sight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, vlogging.
Just making a video of Ryan's cooking, yeah. Hey, bro, Pat.
Where do we go? Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you.
And how hot is it inside the oven right now?
Right now I'd say it's 350 degrees. Well, we got a lot of fat going, so
Yeah, that's why. I know that's where the flames are coming from.
I can't remember. This is 2 kilos of chicken thighs. I can't remember if I can get it all on in one go or not.
I think you should try.
I'm guessing no. All right. So
What's going on, Ryan?
We've got some flatbreads going. We're going to do a couple of flatbreads and some roast camembert cheese. Garlic.
Nice. Signature.
It's my my little one-trick pony.
No, you're not a one-trick pony, mate. Come on.
With some of our magic oil on it.
Yeah.
And sliced garlic stabbed into it.
Nice. Just straight onto the embers.
Yep.
It's not a food vlog, are you?
It's for my channel. But,
is it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's a chef and he does
Yeah, dude.
food videos.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been cooking. We've been like preparing and making the video all day, basically.
What's the channel?
It's called Cook Like a Professional.
Great.
Yeah. Have a look.
The professional right here.
No, I'm the professional. He's the amateur.
I'm the sous
Oh,
chef.
it's like an amateur.
Nah, it's. This Ryan is a bit of a professional, I must say.
I've done a pizza or two.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
So lots of salt goes on the flatbread. Yeah. We'll turn it. Alright, cheers going.
Oh, wow.
Whoa!
Wow. Listen to that crust. You
So
can hear
it burnt or
it.
it's either cooked perfectly?
Should we find out?